what about Kick? Ew. Your first comment about Kick is ew? What's Kick? Open your mouth. I'll show you what a Kick is. I've been a Twitch streamer for about 6 years, and I started this YouTube channel 3 years ago, so I wasn't really around when Twitch was just on TV, but I do remember some of the earlier days on Twitch, and for some reason, Kick just reminds me of the very early days on Twitch, where it was kind of like the Wild West of streaming. How recent is Kick? I think it came out like sometime last year. Basically, everyone's memeing on Kick saying it's the green Twitch because the UI is similar in terms of like it looks nice, you can navigate it, the chat is very similar. Oh, what is Kick's sub split again? Is it 90 or 95? It's 95. Okay, I'll get into that in a second. Are there ads on Kick? Are any of you on Kick right now getting ads? I know a lot of people are very hesitant to stream on Kick because of the gambling and the crypto and Aiden Ross. God, I hope he's not watching this stream. But what I will say is that Kick is very similar to Twitch, and it's because they want to take out Twitch. Like, let's not sugarcoat this. They want to poach everything that Twitch has, literally. And I honestly don't see anything wrong with that. I think competition is very healthy because it stops monopolies and it encourages other platforms to treat their creators better, or else they'll lose them. So I don't necessarily have any issues with that. There is also a much higher sub split, the 95-5, and again, that's to very specifically take a dig out at Twitch and YouTube, because YouTube was 70-30. Someone who literally has to pay rent in 9 days, 95-5 sub split is really nice. Did you see my past stream where I lived in a cardboard box? Times are tough, my sleepyheads. Times are tough. Competition is needed for businesses to learn their lessons. Yes, I agree. And hey, look, there's no ads. Unless if you're in the gambling section. It's also just a brand new shiny platform, which encourages exposure because it's uncharted territories, meaning that, you know, you could blow up. How do you think Pokimane and XQC and Tyler One and Germa and Moist Critical, Asmongold, how do you think they all blew up? They were first on Twitch. Some of them were even there when there was Justin TV. Kick is new. You could be first. Being first is so important as a content creator. Also, Kick encourages multi-streaming. In fact, they have a dedicated Restream plugin that you can connect to your Restream account. Personally, I don't use Restream because I don't believe in having to pay for multi-streaming. I think that's such a bogus like business model. There's no reason to have to pay for multi-streaming when I'm multi-streaming for free. Thank you, Prism Live Studio. You can be first to fall. That's true. Look what happened to Mixer. Oh, poor Mixer. But you know, here's the thing. What a lot of people are not taking into consideration about Kick. A lot of people saw that, you know, Kick is offering to pay streamers like $15 an hour. That's more money than I make at my job when I'm not streaming. That's right, my sleepyheads. I have to work. And it really sucks to know that an hour of my life I spend here in the dream realm making people stupid drinks is like almost the cost of said drink. Like, you gotta understand, a company that is offering to pay you more than what you make at your 9 to 5, if you meet the requirements, of course, right? It's not like they're just gonna give it to like a 2-view nobody. Obviously, they want you to stream, right? And they want you to like bring viewership because, again, just like how Twitch, you gotta bring people to your streaming platform. You gotta do that for Kick as well. But think about that. Like, people have to live. That's very enticing. But here's another thing too. I've been seeing everyone saying that Kick is going to fail like Mixer and burn out because how can they possibly keep up with the business model like that? How can they possibly afford a 95-5 split, a 15 an hour pay, and then giving XQC that gajillion contract, which, by the way, XQC, ayo, if you like anime cat women and want to become a VTuber, I have videos on it. You baka. Stop using the VTuber tag. Anyways, remember how I said how I like to go at rich people's houses and dumpster dive in their stuff? XQC, whenever he moves out, he doesn't take anything with him. I wish I dumpster dived at his house. Because, man, I saw that streaming setup that he just left. I would have loved that. I really would have. Rich people throw away the best stuff, man. They really do. Anyways, my point stands. Kick is able to do all of this because they are affiliated with gambling and like they have money. They're not going to run out of money. That's like saying the casinos in Las Vegas are going to run out of money because like they want to implement like a children's arcade or some weird crap like that. When your entire business model is from gambling, you are not going to be losing any money anytime soon. The house is always going to win. They're going to have money no matter what, not going bankrupt. That's why they're able to do this. Like think about that. So I don't understand like why everyone is up in arms saying that, oh, like it's not gonna last. It will. It can. It absolutely can. Especially since they do have that gambling section where people are gambling more money. It obviously they're getting money somewhere. That's where Mixer failed. Mixer failed because they didn't actually have any ways to monetize the platform, and that's why it failed. That's why Facebook gaming is failing. It's not going to fail, at least financially. Kick could fail from some other things though, but in terms of financially, I think they're fine. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to acknowledge reality. Reality sucks. That's why we're here in the anime realm. But yeah, that is exactly why they're able to do all this, right? Facebook gaming, more like FanArt and Candy Crush. Facebook is literally for grannies and like my mom, okay? Like, why would my mom want to watch XQC? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Now then, let's talk about the cons on Kick. First of all, why did you name it Kick? Why? What's wrong with you? Why did you name the website Kick? You know there is an app called Kick, right? K-I-K, the messaging app. When I Google Kick, that is the first thing that pops up, not your website. I have to type in Kick Streaming to get the website. You guys, you didn't think about the brand for that. I know the Minecraft sword and the green is smart, but you really didn't think about the name. Yeah, Kick, they named it Kick because they want to kick off all the Twitch streamers onto their platform. I know they want to name it Kick because it rhymes with Twitch. It's like a forced rhyme, but like they really could have named it something better. I don't know, like they really could have named it something better. It's okay. It's fine. Not only that, but even though their UI feels very similar to Twitch, it's still in beta, so it still needs some work. Like we need better plugin integration. It is so difficult for me to get my Kick chat up on stream. Like even the streaming software I'm using my RTPM whatever thingy, I can't actually integrate my chat that way. I have to go out to find some third party for it, and I really don't want to use Restream. I don't want to have to pay for multi-streaming. I don't want to pay for that. I'm sorry. I can barely afford to feed myself. I don't need to pay to multi-stream on different platforms. I would rather just like stream on one platform if that's going to be the case. Like literally Prism Live Studio allows you to multi-stream for free. There's no reason to pay for Restream. So like I just please Kick, just make it easier to put chat up on stream. Just steal whatever Twitch and YouTube are doing. It's not hard. Also, what is up with your TOS? Do you like the TOS has gotten better, but I personally really don't like the moderation system because on my Kick dashboard, I can put my banned words I don't want people to say in my streams, like how you can do on Twitch and like YouTube. But Twitch and YouTube have separate tabs that you don't have to see. Every word I add on my Kick dashboard, I see that on my dashboard. So every time I want to look at my Kick dashboard, I have to see all the slurs and the sexist and racist like other like comments I banned. I have to see that on my dashboard every single time I look at it. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see the gamer word that I put on there every time I want to check my dashboard. Fix that. Put it in a separate tab, please. And the reason why there's no chat redeems on Kick is because it's still in beta. Also, I think the biggest reason why a lot of people don't want to be on Kick is because it is newer. They don't know a lot about it, and there's definitely been some problematic people on the website that are still on here. And well, Twitch isn't any better, neither is YouTube. YouTube suppresses people of color. They do. It's been proven numerous times. Twitch also suppresses people of color. It's been proven numerous times. So I kind of find that argument against Kick to be invalid because it's here on Twitch and it's here on YouTube as well. I really, even though it is a con still, I still think all three platforms need to get themselves together and stop being so crummy about it. But that's not a valid reason to say Kick is bad, in my opinion, because your morals should be saying the same thing about the other platforms. Also, because it is newer, there is a smaller audience because again, you have to bring people over to Kick just like how you do with Twitch. And I'd imagine with the new contract with XQC, it's gonna pick up a little bit. And Amaranth as well. Apparently like also the mobile is very glitchy, which makes sense because again, it's still in beta. So it's just kind of like the biggest con about it is that it's still in beta and it's new. And ViewBot, I hate to break it to you. I really hate to break it to you, but you seriously think Kick is the only place that does viewbotting? Twitch was built on viewbotting. Now, let me tell you a little story. I knew a guy. I'm gonna call him A for I knew a guy. He works at a certain department in Amazon. And because he works at a certain department in Amazon, he has connections to Twitch. And I remember I was asking him what he was doing one time on his computer. And he was telling me he was building something, a specific viewbot that could not be detected by Twitch. And I didn't believe him. I was like, oh, that's kind of like interesting. How is Twitch not going to detect it? He showed me it. I won't talk further about it for privacy reasons, but it works. It works. I don't talk to this person anymore because again, they're an asshole. But when he was building it, it worked. It's how a lot of people became partnered, actually. I don't know if he's still working on that viewbot anymore, but I know about 3 years ago, yeah, it worked. It hella worked. A lot of the big old original streamers, Ninja, viewbotted on Twitch. That's why they became big. A lot of them viewbotted. Twitch had a huge viewbotting issue. That's why they had to go through all those moderation tools to do that. You can also legal viewbot by having your stream up on like a website. Literally what you do is you take your stream, you make it 1 pixel big, and you put it on like a recipe site. Boom, viewership. You make it 1 pixel big so it has no audio that plays. You're not gonna see it. Boom, legal viewbotting. I don't think viewbots is a valid enough excuse to say Kick is bad because Twitch has viewbots. It's been cracked down a lot more now, but you can still viewbot on there. There are coders who know Twitch very well, who can still viewbot, and Twitch knows about it. They don't care. So yeah, not a valid reason. Now, here's the one thing that I do think is valid for people to say that Kick isn't a good platform to stream on: gambling. I think it's a valid reason to not want to stream on Kick because of gambling. But as stated before, you only get gambling ads in the gambling section of Kick. You're not getting advertisements on my stream right now. Let's say, think of this from the viewer's perspective. Your favorite streamer XQC is on Kick now, and you're like, oh, okay, cool. What's XQC gonna play? And he's watching like videos or something. You go on there. You have no idea about the website, no idea about the Twitter drama, none of that, right? You go on there. You're not gonna see a gambling ad under the just chatting section. It's just gonna be like Twitch in your brain. The only way you would see that is if you go into the gambling category. Now, I don't know if like Kick is gonna change their business model in the future where they will put ads on it and stuff, but from what I've seen from other YouTubers and what I've seen from like different articles, it kind of feels like Kick is trying to actually distance themselves from just being known for like gambling and crypto. It seems like they're trying to keep the gambling stuff just in the gambling categories, which is, you know, pretty much what Twitch does. And it makes sense because obviously if you're making money from the platform, from people donating and stuff and like subscribing, then it doesn't matter if they go to the gambling section or not. You want to still be self-sustainable and not just rely on your gambling. I feel like if Kick really wanted to get everybody to start gambling, you would see gambling ads on my stream right now. Who knows? They might change that in the future. I don't know because I don't know. I don't have an in on Kick staff. I have no idea. Also, a little side note about the gambling part. While I was editing this video and trying not to unalive from this cold, Kick announced that you can toggle off gambling and other streaming content that you don't want to see on their platform. And they doubled down on their 95-5 split, saying they're not going to be changing that. This is a very big power move that literally makes all these arguments about gambling kind of invalid. So like, what else can we say about Kick? Kick is green. Green is money. Green, 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 green. K looks like Minecraft sword. Children like pink. Children go on Kick. That's why Kick is green, because it's meant to subconsciously tell you that you're gonna make money because green is related to money. And children like Minecraft, so they get the children on the website, and then the children are gonna want to watch the gambling stuff. Gamble with the loot boxes. Sorry, I like to go on a lot of tangents sometimes on stream. Not as bad as Charlie, but this tends to happen a lot when I drink chalky milk. Anyways, it more or less comes down to how you feel knowing that the company is backed up by a gambling company, which is it any better than Amazon? Amazon, the company that doesn't give any of their workers any benefits. Oh yeah, we'll give you like these like benefits, sure, but you have to work an insane amount of hours and be treated poorly for your special 2 Prime Day shipping. Like, is it really any better Is that where your morals lie? Do you support children endangerment? Like, come on, be honest with yourself. What's the real reason why you don't want to stream on Kick? It's because you don't like change. That's what this is all about. Gambling is just I have a reason to pin it on something. Yes, gambling is bad. Gambling destroys lives. But don't pretend like you're some like white knight in virtual signaling that that's the reason why. Like, stop joking with yourself. You just want to be liked and agree with like the better opinion. That's the only reason why you're saying all that stuff. Because in reality, even if it wasn't affiliated with gambling, you would find some other reason to bitch and moan about it. So far, my experiences on Kick have been very pleasant. I haven't had anyone come in here and be like, oh, what the VTuber? Oh, an anime woman? What the hell is this? I haven't had any of that. It's actually been very chill. I'm pretty sure I have new viewers from Kick too. Yeah, I'm just here to watch the cute anime girl talk. Yeah, literally. I haven't experienced any of that. Now, that doesn't mean it doesn't happen. It does happen. I have seen it, but I haven't experienced it. But Twitch has the same thing, you guys. Twitch has the same thing, and so doesn't YouTube. When I first started streaming on YouTube, my chat was being spammed with these sex bots being like, and they're very clever about it too. They'll spam like an emote or something. Well, they'll be like, choo, choo, choo. And their name is like, come watch hot, sexy babes on da-da-da-da-da-da on like their username. I dealt with that for a while now. And then I have an auto mod that kind of like filters out that stuff. And then Twitch. Come on. Twitch is known for the hate rate. Don't you remember last year how VTubers were being doxxed and targeted and view-botted to get their channels suspended with false claims just because people don't like VTubers? It's only cool now to be a VTuber. Now everyone's cool with VTubers. I remember last year how much the bullying was. I remember how much the big streamers, fucking Asmongold, let's see, XQC, Pokimane. I remember all of that. Now it's suddenly cool to be a VTuber. Now everybody wants to be a VTuber. Saikuno, Lily Pichu, Emerichu. Who else has become a VTuber now recently? Ludwig had a VTuber made of him. Now it's cool to be a VTuber. But still, does that like change out of all the stuff that they used to say about us? And all the harassment that we got on Twitch? And we still get it. We still get laughed at on the platform. We still have people who are using the VTuber tag. And still, we have people who don't take us seriously. Only now, like, some people will take us seriously. Only now companies are starting to sponsor VTubers and realizing how much money we can bring them. Because it's so nice to plaster an anime woman's face on a product than it is with Western art. Like, let's be honest. Why is it that Saikuno, Lily Pichu, Emerichu, all of the storytime YouTubers who used to use Western art to represent themselves are now using VTubers anime style art because it's monetizable. It makes money. We bring just as much money as IRL streamers do. Kick acknowledges that, which is why they put a VTuber category on the platform instantly. They recognize that because it makes sense. We bring money in. Mari doesn't forget things. I remember the past 3 years of VTubing and the hell we have gone through. So like, when it comes to these 3 platforms, here's what you kind of have to ask yourself, okay? What are your main goals for streaming? Is it to make friends and build a small little community for yourself? Then stream on Twitch. Is your goals for streaming to build a business and a brand while growing an audience? Then stream on YouTube and make video content? Or is your goal for streaming to try to get as big as possible, make as much money as possible, and have a better chance at more exposure because you were first? Then stream on Kick. Nobody is better than anyone else for where they choose to stream. You don't need to worry about these other big streamers and their morals argument clouding your judgment on where and how you want to earn your bread. And honestly, maybe it's a good thing that Elon is limiting people's Twitter use, because if this is where streamers are going to go and waste the majority of their time on instead of, making good content, then I don't know, do something more productive, I guess. Like, I don't know, I don't feel so good. So I'm gonna go back to bed. Thanks for watching. And remember, everything reminds you of something. Bye!